Hi, I got somewhat exciting beer battle here. Maybe two of the best IPAs, super hazy IPAs in the world. Jjjuliusss, amped up version of Jjjuliusss is often rated the best IPA in the world. Maybe just the best New England style IPA. And then there's Alter Ego, which is the amplified version of Alter Ego. And these beers are kind of theoretically the same base beer, but Jjjuliusss is focused on Citra in the dry hop, and Alter Ego is focused on Mosaic with also some Amarillo. Both 6.8% alcohol. I've never been able to buy them both at the same time. Alter Ego is a little fresher, canned March 10th, and Jjjuliusss is March 6th, but that's, how can you hope for anything closer than that? I haven't had Alter Ego as many times as Jjjuliusss. They make this all the time now, and some batches of this have been like, maybe my favorite IPA ever. I had both of these batches, but didn't have them side by side, so we'll see. A couple batches of Alter Ego I've had were not my favorite. I really like just regular Alter Ego. I feel like Mosaic these days, especially if you throw Amarillo in there, both are very aromatic, potent hops. Citra can be, but sometimes it's just a little bit too mild. Let's see if I can try to pour them with a similar amount in head there. And they look quite similar in color. I don't know if you can really, I guess you can see the color of these. Can't really see the name there. So we got Jjjuliusss on the left, Alter Ego on the right, and they look quite similar. They both have really nice dense head with some big soapy bubbles, kind of a dark gold, kind of a bronze almost color. And I think these are the exact same shaped Tiku's too. And they both have the head sticking around pretty well. I think I may have poured the Jjjuliusss a little bit harder. You can see some frothier bubbles on there, but they both look very good. See if I can try to get an isolated smell. That smells really nice. This is the Alter Ego, which I'm just going to call it by, I'm not going to do the triple letter, because that's what they do. They don't call these double dry hop, though a lot of brewers might, be lazy to say that, but I think they just say they use more malt and more hops. And this is, I guess it's like, it's not as peachy as some Mosaic beers. It's definitely peachy, but the Amarillo kind of throws in some clean resin and kind of orange, a little bit of a grapefruit. And with these like heavily hop beers, the treehouse yeast profile isn't quite as prominent. And maybe as it warms up, these are pretty cold. And this has a little bit like a cooling smell too. I don't want it. It's almost like blue raspberry or something. And I don't think Jjjuliusss has that. Yeah, this is more of a creamsicle, sweet citrus, and mango type thing. More like candy, citrus, clementine, and like sweet tropical. Yeah, this one's also pretty cold. And also I'm not getting their yeast profile as much. Their yeast profile is kind of banana-y, not quite bubblegummy, somewhere around that character. And maybe it comes up more in this. The Citra really blends with their house yeast profile to like make this sort of like cotton candy, bubblegum, mango. Yeah, so that smells really good, but it smells like a little more sweet and more like candy as opposed to the Alter Ego over here. So I'll just, oh boy, I'm gonna knock something over probably. Yeah, that's that. And then here's the alter ego here. Yeah, maybe this is a little bit more dank. It's got a little bit more of a spicy, cannabisy, herbal quality, which I do like. I like how that counteracts. Like a lot of times, a New England IPAs are too candy yeasty, and when it's mainly Citra. Yeah, this has a nice dankness coming out now. In part probably from the Amarillo. It's not exactly pine, but something like sticky danky. Very nice. As these warm up and as you drink them more, I notice more sweetness. But yeah, the blue raspberry and peach really makes sense to me for this one. And they say tropical fruit, mango, stone fruit notes. Maybe, but this is more like dank stone fruit. And berry. All right, let's try Jjjuliusss now. Yeah, this almost doesn't seem as potent in a way. Maybe the feels a little softer, but this seems, the Jjjuliusss seems sweeter. Yeah, more creamsicle-y. There's some bitterness in the finish there for sure. But like the dank quality is just like clean, nondescript a bit. They both have some nice lacing. I guess this one, the head's sticking around a little bit better. And they say this one is orange juice, melon, guava, mango gummies. Yeah, I guess it's kind of melon and orange juice. I definitely see that. But in the finish, it's like, almost tastes like salty. Like I can taste their water profile, or they add certain calcium chloride and things to get the hop and the malt profile they want. And I feel like I'm tasting more, like it's almost like they add more calcium chloride to this. I kind of feel like that isn't true. Whereas this has, I don't know, a little bit of a cleaner flavor. The mouthfeel for both is actually really nice. Very full, soft, chewy. And I didn't do this blind because I was pretty sure I'd be able to tell. Mosaic I can really pick out. I think I like this one more. It's especially that classic sort of dank herbal character. Really balances it out, and it doesn't have all the candy notes. But it's still super juicy. Lots of peach berry stuff going on. Yeah. And that herbal quality and sweetness just like lingers nicely. Like it doesn't have a grassy quality like cannabis, but it has things I like about cannabis aroma the most. And yeah, really nice heads. It's also really nice if you have like this like soapy massive bubbles forming in the middle. That is always kind of a sign that you have a really good quality beer. It's gonna feel really nice. This one has that going on too. So they're both really well made. No off flavors. Yeah, that's just the Treehouse yeast profile comes through a little bit more in this one. This could actually be softer than this one, maybe. But something in the finish I'm not. Maybe it's that sort of melony character. I don't know if I'd say it's an off flavor. I just like the saltiness and something that's like, it's not more bitter or astringent. It's just a flavor I don't like as much as from the Alter Ego. Mouthfeel, maybe this one just has more bitterness from the Amarillo, or that resinous sticky quality that makes it seem like it's less soft. Yeah, now it's getting hard because my mouth is just overwhelmed with hops right now. But I think I do like the Alter Ego more. I mean, they're both fantastic, but this is one that I'll enjoy drinking the entire can myself. I could drink 2 cans of this. Yeah, it's even like it has a finer, more silky feel too. It's just a better balance of flavors for me, I guess. This one just ends up too candy-ish, like maybe just like that slightly chalky bubble tape sort of flavor or something like that. Though it's not like real bubblegum and banana like Belgian or wit beers or Hefeweizen. It's not that. It's their own magical yeast character that I love. But I think I love the hop profile of this one more. Yeah, and there are yeast characters in there, but it's just kind of, it's expressing itself differently because of the different hops. And this is just more complex too. They never told anyone like what is in Jjjuliusss. I mean, it's obviously it's citra focused, but we don't know what other hops are in there. But just not my favorite. They're both fantastic, but I'll go with Aaalter Ego. The Aaalter Ego, this is close to a 5 for my taste. You can see I'm drinking more of it. But that's it. I'm a lucky boy. Maybe one day other people will be able to do this tasting. But I would say, you know, don't pass up on either of these. But the Aaalter Ego has just been my favorite Trios IPA for several years now. Mosaic has just been the best hop, I think, around. Yeah, it's once this is warmed up now, it's way more aromatic. Yeah, that's fantastic. Yep, this is close to a perfect beer. Bye.